Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have a new series planned. I'm currently rated 2365, as you guys can see over here. And my plan is to go back to the number one spot in South Africa, which is currently 2501 by some guy named Bez. BZ. I'm not sure who it is. I was thinking it's probably Leon Bezadenote. That was um my thinking because of the Bez username and also the fact that the guy has like 10,000 games. It's very interesting. Okay, game number one here we're playing Edmund on Goatas from Nepal. And so far we have a very interesting move that I've never seen before, Bishop d2 in the Grunfeld. And I wonder what's the idea. Does he want to play c4? I doubt, because if he plays c4 and I'll just move my queen anywhere, and this rook is in some pin. So I think I can just continue my development with knight to c6. But anyway, my plan for this series is just to play a couple of rapid games every day and document my way back to number one. Now, I might be able to take and queen a3 or queen b6, something along those lines. This bishop is not on a great square. If I take queen here, he can go bishop e3, and then you're kind of defending everything. So instead, I'm just going to play queen to a3 first to now say this is a threat. Also, I'm putting some pressure on c3. If he decides to push his pawn, I can play knight e5, and c3 will be hanging in all of these variations. No bishop move. Okay, now I can take this. No, I'm pretty sure I can take this pawn. And am I not just winning a pawn? I think I am. If bishop h6, bishop g7, and all is good in the hood, am I not just up a pawn? I think I am. Okay, pawn to f6 seems like a logical move. And after this, I will just develop my bishop. I think I have to develop my bishop to try and occupy this d8 square for one of my rooks. And although I am a pawn up, this is a very dangerous position with my king. My king is not very safe. But maybe some coordination, rook to d8, queen comes back to c5, something along those lines would help me greatly. Okay. I will now play rook to d8. The queen's also doing a nice job of defending a7. And if he exchanges like this, honestly, I think black should be better in this position. Because I have too many pawns, and that queen was looking very dangerous. That queen was looking dangerous. But now it has been neutralized. This check I will just run hide on h6. Or I could even go to f6. But probably if this check is played, I will go to h6 because it's a little bit more safe. f6 has some other checking potential. Okay, g4, this move I do not like because now the h3 pawn is hanging with some threats. So, but you know what? Oh, I can't do that. The rook is defending that square. Wow, my bishop is almost trapped, except I can play this very nice move. Bishop e4. This bishop is on a beautiful diagonal now. And if a queen lands on f6, oof, that's gonna be very unfortunate. Okay, now he's threatening a checkmate. So I'm going to play pawn to h6 to give my king a hiding square here on h7. I think that is my game plan. Now I'm gonna try play a4. If I played a4, by the way, that was checkmate. So I had to be a little bit careful about that one. Okay, here comes pawn to f4. I'm gonna play a4 now, and if he moves his bishop, queen g3 is coming with some serious force. Checkmate force. So maybe I could have gone queen to c5 as well, followed by queen to e3 or something like that. But I think a4 is just a pretty forcing move. Move your bishop, get checkmate. Attack my bishop, take, and I make a queen. So that's the reason he resigned, because